Hey everybody, my name is Kronk Ference. I'm a current F-22 pilot stationed out at Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. I'm also a current speaker and facilitator at Afterburner. I always thought learning how to fly or becoming a pilot at some point in time would be sweet. I never thought that I'd have the opportunity to do that. It really wasn't until about my second or third year at the Air Force Academy when one of my mentors there said something to the tune of, no matter what you want to do in life, flying an airplane would always be pretty cool. So I put my name in the hat, attempted to become a pilot. Realized I'd never done anything in the air before, so pilot training was a rude awakening. Luckily, got through pilot training with a high enough score to request to fly the Air Force's greatest fighter aircraft ever created, the F-22. Luck and timing is the only reason I'm flying that thing currently. I started my Air Force career at the Air Force Academy, graduated in 2013. At that point, got a pilot slot at Columbus Air Force Base, Mississippi. I got a chance to do one of two things down there, fly planes and go to SEC football games, which was great for about 2 years. After that, earned a spot to go play my luck flying the F-22 down at Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida. After I completed the basic qualification course, I stayed there in the combat unit. I stayed there for about 2.5 years, was unfortunately moved by a hurricane to Destin Air Force, or Eglin Air Force Base in Destin. Continued to fly at the B course as an instructor before coming out to Nellis Air Force Base to go through the weapons instructor course. After I graduated there, I went back to Eglin Air Force Base and was the F-22 weapons officer for the B course. Another 2 years down at Destin, Florida, and then back to Nellis Air Force Base, living in Las Vegas as a current F-22 weapons school instructor. Hardest part about being a pilot I've learned was words from one of the experienced pilots as he had his last flight at our squadron a handful of years ago, and he said, there's only two bad days in a fighter pilot's career, and that's the day he takes off and he knows it's his last flight. It's the day he takes off and he doesn't know it's his last flight. So understanding the margins for error are so small and that you're going to be held accountable for everything you do with your life and with other folks' lives, realizing that every day could be your last, but going out there and executing to the best of your ability, knowing that you're going to be safe, trainable, and able to execute to the maximum limits to make sure folks back home are staying safe. My favorite part about being a pilot is that hot, nasty American speed. My favorite part about working for Afterburner is coming to all sorts of events, meeting people in all sorts of different fields or different walks of life. And typically towards the end of the day, after getting a chance to integrate with them for an hour plus, you realize at the end of the day, while we all come from different places or do different jobs, we're all pretty similar in the end in terms of what we aspire, our aspirations on how well we want to succeed, how we plan on doing that. And realizing that although I may have a slightly different job than you have, my desk chair looks a little bit different. At the end of the day, we're all pretty similar, and that was always a cool experience to get to at the end of the day. My hobbies outside of flying, I think I'm a better golf player than I actually am, so I waste quite a bit of time out there on the range and on the course itself. I like to coach my kids in soccer and other sports they play, t-ball. And then I attempt to woodwork or create things with wood, basically whatever my wife thinks I can handle. Building around the house, I will at least attempt it before I ask a professional for help. One of the coolest places I got a chance to visit in an F-22 was we did a 1-month deployment out of Spangdahlem. And within that, we got a chance to execute and integrate with the Dutch F-16s, some German F-16s, as well as the British force up in a large force engagement where I got a chance to be the overall mission commander of. It was cool to see all the partner nations together and get a chance to execute. Funniest call sign I ever heard was from a Navy pilot, which they always have the best names. His call sign was Shake Weight. My favorite movie is going to be Old School, starring Will Ferrell. If I could play on repeat Higher by the band Creed in the cockpit, I would do it every single day.